Welcome, everybody, to the Channel Vision Magazine webinar featuring Bicom Systems, which is going to share what you should look for when partnering with a unified communications software manufacturer. I'm your moderator, Bruce Christian, Senior Editor of Channel Vision Magazine. Our Bicom System guests are Adam Smith, the Sales and Marketing Associate, and Partner Marketing Manager, Lorena Rico. And with that, let me turn it over to Lorena.
Thank you very much for that quick introduction. I'm going to jump in right into the agenda for today. I'm going to be covering some of the first part, and then my colleague Adam will follow. So first off, obviously, we're going to talk about what are the characteristics that the product suite should have. Why is it important? And it should be clear that your software manufacturer has a nice and a clear channel strategy. A little bit of our partners, how they should treat our partners, how the rewards and incentives are a very important part of it. And then we'll talk about the accessibility of the products and the software manufacturer. And then, of course, we're going to talk a little bit of who has that all and a value proposition that you might be interested in. And we'll end up with a Q&A, of course, to make it more clear. So diving right into the topic, let's talk about the ideal product suite, how this should be. So when it comes to finding the best product suite, it's going to be hard to find just because it's perfect, because it's perfect, it's a lot to ask for. However, we can definitely talk about an ideal suite that is a user-friendly, meaning in the setup and installation process that is easy to adapt according to your type of business and even your location. And of course, you want it to be effective to do the work you were promised it will do for you, and that it will take your business to either the next step or it will keep it in a nice growth path by being updated continuously with more and more features and functionalities to it, so that it's constantly evolving. So next, we're talking about the channel strategy. So by definition, a channel strategy is a vendor's plan for moving a product or a service through the chain of commerce to the end customer. So what does that mean? Ideally, it means that you should look for a manufacturer with 100% channel-oriented operation with accessibility to partners that can range from small business to medium business to ISPs to large corporations, even contact centers and government agencies. Why not? A manufacturer that allows their partners to purchase or rent the licenses and sell them to whoever, wherever, or for whatever price they should want to. And the channel should end with you as a partner. So rest assured that they will never be able to reach out your customers. After that, we have also the partner section that I was mentioning earlier. So as an exclusive partner, you want to work directly with them, right? So by offering, they should be interested in offering you customizable solutions, where you as a partner can remove the mention of a brand. So they can be like white label, and then you can introduce any brand that you want in any of the products. On top of that, being involved in the development of new products, updates, and features is always a nice to have, having an opinion and having the chance to collaborate in some way also in the development phase. So you always want to keep your eye out for programs and campaigns that incentive you as a partner, like beta testing programs, like partners forum or a product board where you are allowed to just see the whole path of what's coming through on the product suite that they are offering for you. In terms of accessibility, and this sounds very basic or even very easy to just let it slip, but it's actually very important in the long run when you're committing to a long, healthy relationship with a software manufacturer. In large corporations, you rarely would have the opportunity to chat one-on-one with either the founders or the head of products or the CEOs. So probably just meet them once a year or through a video or something like that. So you want to look for a company that is offering some transparency between what they're doing and their teams and their relationship with you as a partner. So look for a manufacturer with no external investors. That would be a good advice, very simple, to influence in the day-to-day business. So they don't have these business processes very complicated for you to dive in or to be aware of in every step of it. And that way you can also feel part of the company and feel part of the progress that's been made every time. So the question would be, who has that all? And for that, I'm going to let my colleague Adam Smith to talk to you about who has that all.
Alrighty. Thank you, Lorena. So since we've gone over a lot of the things that you really should look for in a UC manufacturer, well, I kind of want to take you through what we offer here at Bicom. So our value proposition, is a lot of things that we kind of can bring to the table. First off, that would be perpetual pricing. So perpetual prices of licenses, that's something that we've offered for the last 16 years here at Bicom Systems. If you aren't familiar with the term, it's basically the traditional model that's used to purchase software. So our partners pay for the software license upfront and they have the right to use it forever, which is pretty sweet. Strive to keep that as one of our core value propositions. But however, we're seeing some providers in the market kind of move away from that. And this has actually resulted in a little uptick in some new signed on partners that we've had recently. That was kind of one of their primary reasons for migrating, was their provider moving away from perpetual licensing. So next, we have optional upgrades and your own branding. So here at Bicom, we have no required upgrades. While we do encourage partners to stay up to date on the latest releases, we don't make it mandatory at all. Unless our partners are running on an outdated or EOL version, the only thing that they may lose access to is support. So I do want to mention, though, and clarify that we do offer a lot of updates and upgrades. The updates are free. They contain some minor changes, bug fixes, and other improvements. And on the other hand, our upgrades are jam-packed with tons of new features that are all focused around improving our partners' operations. And we want to make sure that our partners like our upgrades as well. And this is also to stay up to date with industry standards. So we got to continually keep our product suite updated to the latest versions and have all the features we need to carry on our partners' business. Then we have authentic partnerships. So here at Bicom, something we always say is your success is our success. We don't really view our customers as customers. We view it as a partnership where we're working together to grow our businesses. So through this, we offer a lot of customizable solutions. We have white labeling and other branding options. We have no sales targets or quotas and no long-term contracts. We have a high level of integration and support on a lot of things such as the front end, back end, API, MySQL, and Open Asterisk. Then we would have also the multi-tenant cloud base. So we offer a lot of true multi-tenant solutions. Multi-tenancy, it's a type of software architecture that allows you to support multiple customers, which will be your tenants, on one infrastructure. So a true multi-tenant solution, it can handle numerous customers on a single server by taking advantage of the cloud. And basically that means you can have multiple tenants installed and managed from a single user interface on a single dashboard on a single instance, all while being completely isolated from each other. So here at Bicom Systems, we only provide true cloud-based multi-tenant products. A true multi-tenant solution, it's cost-effective, it's more flexible, and it's ultimately less work for your business. All thanks to the cloud, because it's only available through the cloud. So our solution was designed from the start to support unlimited users and have scalability in the cloud. It can be self-hosted on your infrastructure, or we can host it for you on premise on one of our data centers. So partners can have multiple tenants isolated from each other in a single instance or software. And even though your customers will have their own dedicated PBX, they'll all share the same asterisk instance. So using a single instance for all customers can really cut down operating costs. So here is a little showcase of our core products. So on the left here, we have Serverware. So Serverware is the only virtualization platform on the market tailored to hosting telephony, and we actually now offer geo-redundancy. And then on the right, we have PBXware, which was the world's first and most mature open standards turnkey telephony platform. Then on the topic of unified communications, here is our application Glowcom. So we have a few different instances of Glowcom. First would just be your standard Glowcom, which is a unified communication desktop application that simplifies and accelerates your daily tasks. Then we have Glowcom Go, which is the mobile version of Glowcom. It's essentially an office in your pocket. It's a mobile application that allows you to work on the go, and it keeps time loss as low as possible. Then we have Glowcom Meeting, which is our a video conferencing software. It really lets you take video conferencing to the next level. So, we're not really going to focus on the problems. As you see, we haven't really touched on those because, if you are considering switching providers, you would be aware of the problems yourself. Nonetheless, though, we think it is essential to kind of highlight some of the pain points that we've been hearing about throughout the market and from our newer partners who quickly moved away from their other providers, due to unhealthy changes or in their business practices, et cetera. So if you or someone you know is experiencing issues, maybe it's time to make a switch. We'd love to have a chat with you. We have a wonderful sales team on hand that are very knowledgeable in the area. So, whether that be looking for white labeling or just the perpetual pricing, anything like that, you can contact them and they would love to help you out.
Well, all right then. Let's get to some questions. You talked quite a bit about the partners and everything. So how do I become a partner, and what kind of qualifications do you look for in accepting a partner?
So to become a partner, we have a pretty simple process that we follow. So you get in touch with one of our sales development representatives, and they will kind of figure out what you're looking for, how we could best help you. And then they'll bring in one of our account managers kind of dedicated to whatever region you're in geographically. And they'll be able to kind of give you a real in-depth rundown. And actually, we also do demos as well. So they can set you up with a demo or you can try everything out. And then you can go from there with your account manager.
Okay. You talked a little bit about what's going on in the industry. And one of the major pain points right now is security. So how secure are your products?
Very secure. We really do put a lot of effort into ensuring security. Our servers, we have quite a few located throughout the globe, and we are on a top level security basis.
Okay, and can you share with us what is the largest deployment you have today, and how many users can use one system?
Unfortunately, I wouldn't know the exact numbers on that because we are continuously upgrading and trying to increase that. So our sales staff, though, would have the answers for that, the current up-to-date answer. So yeah, I'd encourage you to reach out to our sales team there, sales at bicomsystems.com. They can answer any kind of specific question in terms of numbers and everything like that.
Okay,
something
great.
that I can, sorry, Bruce, something that I can add on that question is we're very proud to say that Bicom Systems have deployed in every continent so far. So as Adam said, we can come back in a specific what is the biggest one that we've done, the numbers and all that, but we have deployed in every continent.
Okay, great. So Bicom Systems is deployed worldwide. So, but where are you based?
We have currently 2 big offices. Our largest one of around 100-ish staff. It's in the city of Tuzla in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And we also Adam and I are part of the Canadian office here in St. John in New Brunswick. And we have a lot of team spread out throughout the globe that do home office in Bolivia, in US, in Dominican, in Europe. So we have many colleagues all around the globe.
Well, great. Can you tell us, does Bicom Systems participate in trade shows?
Yes, for sure we do. Obviously, we're coming just back to it after what the world has been through, but we just had our participation after all that last March in Enterprise Connect, and we're going to be at the Channel Expo in November, actually. We're very excited.
Yeah, great. Well, maybe we'll see you there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Can you discuss a little bit about Bicom Systems' pricing model?
I wouldn't like to get a lot into it because it really depends on, as Adam was saying, like it depends on, for example, in the case of a multi-tenant, it depends on how many tenants do you want to have, how many lines, how many, if you want it on premise or if you want to host it. So it can fluctuate a lot. What I confidently can say is that we're very well positioned in the market in terms of pricing. So that is definitely something that's going to catch your eye when you actually see our pricing.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, we didn't want to get too specific on that anyway. So
yeah.
It looks like I have one final question for you, and it is what type of businesses are the best fit for reselling Bicom system products?
If you want to go with the safe option, and Adam, you can complement here with me, but I would say, obviously, service providers are the most obvious and easy way to answer to that. However, today we have customers that have so many different industries that could go from health, that could go from other types of business that we're pretty open in the sense that we don't think there's only one type of business that could deal with that could benefit of using like VoIP services.
Okay, so in essence, many verticals.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I can kind of try to touch on that a little bit more. A lot of the different industries and markets that we're in would be government, healthcare, hospitality, retail, legal, financial. Those would kind of be some core markets that we're positioned in. But then in terms of classification, we have, our MSPs, ISPs, and kind of everything under the sun when it comes to that.
Now, I'd like to thank our presenters, Bicom Systems Sales and Marketing Associate Adam Smith and Partner Marketing Manager Lorena Rico. Thank you both for joining us. Before we go, I want to remind you that registration for Channel Vision Magazine's CVX Expo 2022 is open. Come join the entire Channel Vision Magazine team in the desert, November 2nd through 4th at the Talking Stick Resort and Casino in Scottsdale, Arizona. For information and registration, go to our website, channelvisionmag.com. And on our website, you will be able to access this webinar and all other Channel Vision presentations, including CV, TV, and podcast interviews on demand. And now, from all of us at Channel Vision Magazine, and from Lorena and Adam, and the entire Bicom Systems team, thanks for attending. Have a safe and prosperous day.